Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for checking in. My name is Rose, and as the title of this video suggests, I would love to share my experience when I came down to the coast. Number one is greetings. Coastal people so much love greetings. And so when you pass by a group of people, especially seated down, they look at you with expectations. You would approach them and wonder, like, nini. I came to learn later from a friend that they look at you expecting greetings from you. And so whether you know them or you don't know them, they really appreciate when you just say hi. And so for me that was a shock. Like, how do I say hi to a stranger? What is their business or my business in their life? As in, why should I greet somebody that I don't know? I was not used to such like a life, and so even to date I struggled. You would hear one of them say habari yako, or habari ya kushinda, ama habari yako mama. And I was told that when a man calls you mama in Coast, it means that they respect you. But when they call you madam, it is not respect, as in it's something else. When you meet kids and one of the children knows you, the shikamos that you will have to answer would be for all the children, whether they are 20 or 50. All of them would want to kushikisha you more. Especially when they know you, they really love to say hi. The other thing that I found intriguing is how much these people share food during religious festivals. I remember when I came down, I worked in an office where the landlord lived upstairs. And so whenever they had religious festivals, they would bring us food in the office. And when I say food, it was different types of food and in so large quantities that we would eat to our satisfaction and even leave, as in the food would remain and people would carry home. And they can even bring the food as long as the celebrations go on. They can do it 2 days, 3 days, 4 days without grumbling. They do it so cheerfully, as in you can't even refuse. And that was, for me, that was, wow, this is so generous. I mean, who would think of people who have no relations, as in they're not your relatives, they're not your kids, you have no obligation to feed them, but still they would bring us good food, and so much food. Coast is hot, but I did not know the magnitude of the heat. The humidity around can even cause someone to faint. As in, you feel so tired all the time. And sometimes I usually think that that's why people consider coastal people lazy. Like, I could even be a victim, because what can you do with so much heat? When you're in the house, this is a kind of heat that feels like it's emanating from within your body. It feels like you're in a kiln. I really struggled. I would make a few trips to the bathroom, take a shower, feel cool, go back, sleep. When it is unbearable, do it again until it is morning. During the month of November to March, some people even opt to sleep outside. Well, I don't even know whether I will get the courage to do so, but people do that because anyway, here, nobody has anything to do with anyone. You can even leave your house open and you can find all your things intact. Some places kuna wizi, yes, but in most places it is safe. You can even walk around and you don't. So that heat for me was quite something. And I guess that's why these people even prefer to be in deras, because it is the only free dress and something that is not so much into contact with your body. So it gives you some freedom to breathe, I guess. And so with time, I appreciated their way of dressing. Another thing is readily available food. Almost every plot, almost at the entrance of every plot, there is someone selling either snacks or real food. And so people find food. You know, like when you wake up, the only thing you need to make is tea. And even sometimes it's not a must, because those people at the entrance sometimes even make tea. But what I mean is there is always somebody selling something not far from where everyone stays. You don't need to go to the hotel or to the shop to buy bread or there are readily available snacks, and for lunch or meals, there are vibandas, these local places. But I guess it's because those people cannot afford to rent a place to put up a restaurant or something, because the food that is done in those vibandas is heavenly. When you go there, especially during lunchtime, the number of cars that are parked outside are even a shock. You wouldn't imagine that it is outside a kibanda where you would find so many cars. But it's because their food is real food and good Kenyan food for that matter. And anyway, most restaurants around are Italian restaurants. They only do Italian food. You will never get ugali or sukuma or kienyeji in an Italian hotel. Another thing is waiting time, especially in those vibandas or in restaurants. You can go into one and wait for even 10 minutes and nobody comes or approaches you to ask what you want. Sometimes you have to initiate the call or walk up to someone to ask them if what you want to eat is there. And after you've ordered, you can wait and wait and wait. And sometimes you can wait. Another thing I really also don't understand whether they know it or it is just their thing is their foods are so full of oil. As in, one, they prefer deep fried stuff. So almost every snack you get by the road or in those vibandas are deep fried. Again, they are normal food like githeri, like stew. They have a liking for oil. I don't know whether it is consciously or it is something they don't know. But these guys give the oil production companies good money, I guess. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next week, God's willing. Bye.